You're watching Twin Tiers Sunday with Leanne DeRosa.
Hello, welcome to Twin Tier Sunday. I'm your host, Leanne DeRosa, and this week we're talking about art. When you think of art, you normally think of maybe a painter or a sculptor, graphic design, glass. There's so many forms of art, and that's exactly what we're exploring today. Have you ever thought of maybe hair or makeup as a form of art? Well, our correspondent Kelley is here with me at the Lotus Beauty Lounge in Horseheads, and we're going to get a behind-the-scenes look at what a makeup artist and a hairstylist do in their creative process.
So we're here today with hairstylist and makeup artist Christie and Emily, and we're going to pick at the brains and take a look at the creative process as they work their magic on me.
Nice, let's go.
We begin this process by diving inside Christie's mind as she treats my hair like a fresh canvas. Take a look.
So I'm here with Christie, and she's currently coloring my hair. We're getting it lightened, but she can probably describe a little bit more what she's going to be doing for me. So can you explain to them a little bit about what we're doing?
Yeah. So Jackie showed me a picture of the infamous rose gold that's been trending lately. It's more of just like a pastel violet. So she has some pretty dark ends still, even though they have been pre-lightened. So I'm just going to be going through and lightening them. We're just going to do one application just to kind of see where it takes us. And even if we have to kind of settle for something in the middle, just to kind of get her through the next appointment, it'll still be in the violet family. It just might be a little bit deeper than getting to that Target pastel that she was going for. But all good things take time, so. Patience is key.
Now I want to talk to you about why you think this is your art form. Maybe talk about your creative process as I sit here today and try to explain to you what I want. Maybe not always knowing about the color theory and how something may or may not work on my hair. So can you describe to me maybe a little bit about what your creative process is when someone comes to you?
There's a lot in that question. Well, I think, so it all starts with the canvas. A lot of times, and I'm even guilty of this, of scrolling through Pinterest, seeing something online that looks really cool and instantly wanting that. But taking the time, stepping back and seeing where my hair is at. So seeing my hair, it's orange. Being blonde tomorrow probably wouldn't be the healthiest option. So it's taking the original canvas into account and going from there. Is the hair healthy? Has it already been through a lot? That kind of determines the next step that you're going to take when it comes to changing color. And then beyond that, you also have the chemistry, to take into place when you're lightening and depositing. If you're neutralizing colors or you want certain tones to pop, all the way down to the formulating. Which you really don't have to think about when you're just opening a box and putting color on your hair, but that's right. Where our art comes in, is taking it even down to the fractions and the numbers and making sure that everything is precise and custom fit to the head of hair that you have on your head. And then beyond that, the art also goes into the application, the technique, not just taking one solid color and putting it from root to ends, but going through and, the art of painting on the hair is now, an evolving movement with hair color melting. There's really no, there are rules, but the rules can be broken so much easier these days. Right. I feel like anything's a possibility.
So can you tell me about a typical day here at the Lotus Beauty Lounge?
Typical. I don't think any part of my life is typical. No, it's, I mean, that's probably one of the greatest things about being a hairdresser too, is that no 2 days are ever alike.
Right.
And that helps me to keep falling in love with it too, because you really never know who's gonna walk through that door. We have a lot of families that come, and they'll bring like their whole families. So we'll have like some kids hanging out. We have some clients that like to bring their dogs. We have all ages, all ethnicities, all textures. So it's every day keeps us on our toes, which is a really good thing. It's definitely like one big family here.
That's great. That's awesome. Okay, so this is going to take about 2 hours, I'd say. We'll be here for
More or less.
yeah. So stay tuned and you'll see the results soon.
Okay, so here's our end result for this appointment. Like we said at the very beginning, this was like a step that we were taking to getting her to like the pastel rose. So with as light as her hair lifted today, I formulated based on that. So we do have, you'll see in some areas where it's a pretty strong violet. And I wanted to formulate it that way just to make sure that the gold was well covered. We didn't want to have any yellow left in this. So I really like the color that we got. In some lights you see more of like a pinky, rosy, and then on some lights you see more of like the lavender in the hair. So it's going to, what's great too is that the pigment is going to get a little bit softer each time she washes it. And then it'll give us a great canvas to work on at her next appointment to do the exact same thing that we did today to get her lighter, brighter, and more rosy. So.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love it.
It's always a work in progress.
Always.
But I love the phases. I call it like it's kind of like a gobstopper. You know, you get a little bit of each layer, get to experience each of the shades and the levels.
Looks awesome. I absolutely love it. I always love it. But I look like a rock star.
You do.
Coming up, we take a peek inside the world of makeup with Emily as she demonstrates an everyday look on yours truly. Stay tuned.
So now we're going to be talking about makeup as an art form, and we're here today with Emily, the makeup artist and stylist at the Lotus Beauty Lounge. So Emily, can you tell us a little bit about why you first fell in love with makeup?
I first fell in love with makeup because I really like the personable effect that makeup can do for somebody. And I like to make everybody feel beautiful with hair, with makeup, but especially makeup, because I feel like makeup can just transform somebody.
Right.
And I definitely think that that's a form of art to me, because every person has a different face. So every face is different, just like painting or drawing or marbling or anything like that. Every person's face is different. So with every face, with highlighting, contouring, you can make their face a totally different shape. With their eyes, you can make their eyes a different shape. If you think you have a big nose, you can shade that down. It's just awesome that the different things that you can do with makeup that people don't even know about. So when I come in and I do their makeup, I just like the feeling it gives them.
Yeah, I know that I definitely don't know that much. So starting with a blank canvas, what are some of the things that you can do to really emphasize, highlight someone's face, I guess?
Like I said, with the lighter shades is really when you bring it out. So if you really like, let's say, your cheekbones, then you would highlight them. But if you want to take away
a bigger forehead or a smaller nose or anything like that, that's when you would darken it.
Okay. So how long have you been in the beauty industry, and what do you do to keep up with the latest trends and expand your knowledge?
I went to the beauty industry in 2012. I went to the Salon Professional Academy in Buffalo. It's a Redken and Bare Minerals school, so I learned a lot more of the makeup side at a school like that. And I keep up with the latest trends really by celebrities and what the celebrity makeup artists are doing. I love to check out their Instagrams and whatnot, and magazines definitely. But I really like to just catch even people on the street, how they're doing their makeup. And even if sometimes it's bad or if it's good, like I take inspiration from both of those.
Okay. Now, I know that my everyday makeup, I just do the same thing every day. And I don't know that much about makeup. I just figured out what I think works on me. So maybe now you can tell me a little bit about what you think I am doing right or wrong and what we can do to fix it. And then we can do a little demonstration and you can explain a little bit about, how to make someone's everyday makeup make them feel beautiful.
Okay, that sounds perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna start by doing an everyday makeup look, something that would be easy to recreate, something that you could do every day that wouldn't be too hard.
Okay.
And I'll go over things that maybe I would do different than what you were doing.
Sure, that would be great.
Sounds good. So first I'm gonna start off with foundation.
Okay.
And I'm putting it on Beauty Blender and just bouncing it over. And this is a CC cream, and I like to use something like this more every day just because it isn't as thick as regular foundation. This is the fun part, is the highlighting and contouring.
Yes, this is what I want to know.
Okay, so lift up your head a little bit. So a lot of times people go in with concealer. I'm not sure if you do this at home, but in like this. And this is just gonna emphasize the dark circles. So what you really wanna do is go in a triangle shape underneath the eye and then bring it right out here, and that will lift. You bring it down the nose, the forehead, Cupid's bow, and chin, just to not just make the under eyes bright, to balance it all out. Okay, so now for the contouring, I'm gonna take a darker shade. So the highlight is 2 shades lighter, and then the contour would be 2 shades darker.
Okay.
And I'm going to put this, if you want to make a fish face, for the camera. So you put it right in the hollows right here, so.
So what is your creative process when different clients are coming to you, let's say for a wedding or something like that where their makeup is going to be a lot different than the everyday look? What is your creative process when you're going through something like that?
Well, I always see what the situation, like if it's for a bride or if it's like a photo shoot, or if it's for prom. So I always take their age in mind because every age always wants something different.
Right.
But I always really start with the same basic thing that I'm doing on your face right now. I could do it heavier, I could do it lighter, but I always start with a clean, fresh face, because you always want the base to be perfect. And then with the eyes and lips can be fun, but you always want the flawless face.
Right, okay. So once you master that, then you can do everything.
Yeah, with eyes, I still do the same creative process. Either I do something lighter or smoky or anything like that, but it's really based on the situation. I wouldn't just do a smoky eye like just to go to school or anything like that.
Right.
You always want to use a matte color and not shimmer for the contour because you want it to look natural and you're trying to do the same things as your shadows do. So if you put a shimmer there, it's not going to look the same. Okay. Okay, so here's the finished look. So I'm gonna give you a little recap of what I did different than what Jackie was doing before. So I highlighted and contoured. Like I said, it doesn't brings dimension to the face, which I love, and it makes you into a totally different person. And I went a little lighter on the eyeliner, did a little bit different with her brows, just gave her a little more shape to them. And I think that's really about it.
I think so.
And just lightened up the overall look, made it fresh, really focused on the face because the face is my favorite part. If your face looks good, everything looks good. So before, that's how Jackie expressed herself in her form of art, and this is how I do mine.
Coming up, we show you the gorgeous interior of the Lotus Beauty Lounge as we witness all of the ladies showing off their creativity. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Take a look at the gorgeous interior of the Lotus Beauty Lounge. It features exposed brick along the back wall, bright lighting, and many styling stations. And then there are 4 washing stations along the opposite wall. And take a look at their beautiful lounge area, complete with stylish and comfortable chairs and throw blankets. The room is very spacious, which is perfect for their busy days. They even feature an array of plants and terrariums, and of course, hanging lights and plants. The workspace is comfortable and chic. These ladies have a variety of talents, including nail art, cutting, coloring, and styling hair, and waxing. Take a look as these ladies enjoy their art forms in many different ways, all while making their customers feel happy and beautiful. And yes, they are pet friendly. Now, let's talk to Gretchen, another stylist, and find out why she considers this her art form.
One of the reasons that I love what I do is because I get to help people, feel better about themselves. They say that 75% of the way you feel is based on the way you look. And Lord knows that most of us feel better when we look better. And I'm a social butterfly. I get to hang out with great people all day, every day. I'm constantly meeting new faces. I kind of consider it an art form in the aspect, it definitely is an art form. Not everyone can look at someone and know what shapes they need for their face.
You have people sit in your chair and say, oh, I can't wear short hair because my face is shaped, you know, it's too round.
Right.
But that's not necessarily the case. As long as you have width and lengths hitting the right areas of your head shape, you know, highlighting your cheekbones. There's so many different things that go into it. And not everybody can look at somebody and actually visualize, okay, you need some hair to fall in the hollows of your cheekbones, you need to contour your face.
Right.
That's not something that everybody can do. You know, I think again too, you know, in art form, not everybody can look at somebody's skin tone or somebody's eye color and know, you know, what tonal values they need to lie underneath their actual hair. You know, you might look at somebody and say, oh yeah, well she has brown hair, but what kind of tonal value does she have under her hair? Does she have violet undertones? Does she have golden undertones? Does she have copper undertones? And that makes a huge difference too, because you could take somebody's skin tone and make it beautifully creamy. When you put the wrong color on the hair, you could make it look really pink. I think one of the great things too, you know, with any art is that once you're given guidelines, if you have an artistic eye, that's where you really kind of take it and run with it, because you have the guidelines to get you started. But once you follow those guidelines and you start pushing the boundaries to see what you can do with it is when the real artistry comes out.
Right.
This is my outlet. This is where I get to do art and be social, and I get to interact with people. And you know, clients become your family. I see some of these people more than I see my mother. Literally.
Gretchen brought up some great points. These ladies really are masters of their own craft and can add so much style and personality into their work. There are many different forms of art when it comes to health and beauty. And let's not forget about massage therapy. Let's talk to Melissa now and find out some unique ways that massage therapy can be considered an art.
So massage therapy is an art form in that it's a therapeutic healing modality in which the soft tissue of body muscles are manipulated using various techniques such as Swedish massage, connective tissue therapy, neuromuscular therapy, sometimes lighter techniques, energy work, Reiki. It's just about finding the right way to engage your client in relaxation. I feel like we live in an incredibly busy world and we carry a lot of stress from our daily lives and our jobs and all the physical things that we do. And I feel like it's really important to help people and to teach people about the benefits of relaxation and stress relief, and how with regular massage therapy or other healing modalities, complementary medicine, that you can actually teach your body to engage in its own relaxation response on a regular basis, which promotes continued wellness and self-healing and well-being.
So we've seen a variety of art forms here today, everything from coloring hair to nails, massage, even applying makeup. The work of these ladies and the creativity here at the Lotus Beauty Lounge is amazing. And we hope it inspires you to channel your inner artist, whatever that art form may be. Well, so that does it for us here. Wait, where's Jackie?
Thank you for joining us on this week's episode of Twin Tier Sunday. I'm gonna go enjoy this massage now.